Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and I'm in the little town of Hot Sulphur Springs, Colorado, and I'm going to show you their Pioneer Park, which has a campground, and then I'm going to go to the Pioneer Village Museum in town, and also I'm going to show you the Hot Sulphur Springs Resort, where they have a lot of hot pools. So first, let me show you around the Pioneer Park, and then I'll get to the other things. This is the entrance to Pioneer Park from the campground, and all these signs are just not good. It's a very drivable road, but to get in, you can only go through the right or left side of the gate where you could walk in. Here are a couple benches where you can just sit and watch the water flow, and the water looks kind of high. There's not much bank left for it. It's a dirt and gravel road, in some places wide enough for 2 cars to pass. And this is some swampland right here. And I'm about halfway down the road where there is a footbridge. I'm going to go check that out. The bridge goes over the river, and there's some people fishing here. Water's running pretty swiftly. And this is the Colorado River, the famous Colorado River. So this trail on the other side of the bridge just leads to another entrance to the park and whatever this facility is. This says dead end, and this is how you get to the park here. And there's not many facilities here, mainly the disc golf course. They have some good camp spots here. However, there are just numerous no camping signs. They have a disc golf course here, but these baskets are kind of hard to find in all these bushes. And who is getting mail delivered way out here in the middle of nowhere? You see these all over the place. This is the end of the road where they have a turnaround that a vehicle could turn around. And here's a big pile of wood. This park is really not a very attractive park, actually. And here are some campsites in a no camping park. Tempting you to break the law, I guess. This is the entrance to the campground, and they have this machine where you pay your camping fee. And here's all of the rules, and they do not allow overnight livestock camping. So leave your livestock at home if you're coming here to camp. The campground has a dumpster which is padlocked. So I don't know what the point to even having the dumpster is. Now they have this, but when you open it, there's only a very small hole to put trash in. And this, you can put trash in. They have a porta potty, but that's about it for camping services. The campsites are plenty long enough, but all you get is a picnic table and a barbecue pit. And none of the campsites have any hookups at all. They are really close to the river. You can see right there. But unfortunately, it's also close to a railroad track. you got to listen to that. You might find these trains a little annoying. Going really slow. And honking their horn. And the Hot Springs Resort is right across the railroad tracks over there. Nice green lawn here, if you want to call it a lawn. And some nice scenery of mountains right around you here. So it's an okay campground if you don't need hookups. So here is the resort. And I hear they've got really nice rooms here. They actually have 20 pools here. And this is what it looks like out behind, like a big marsh. And there's another pool over there. And each pool has a sign to tell you just how hot it is. And this one is hotter. I think I'll stick with this one for now. It seems to be just right for me. Now this one with the wall around it is a very small pool, just big enough for a couple people, but you get a nice view of the rock side here. And there is the Colorado River. So I'm going to try this one out. Well, you should get more people in here if you're friendly. And the water here is actually flowing out down to the pond there. They have a couple indoor pools that they say are magnesium. Here's a fairly large one called the Powwow Pool. And they've got an FYI. This indoor pool is a little on the cooler side. It certainly is still warm though. And by the way, this place is open 365 days a year. And the admission fee is $26 for adults. I think they have a child rate, and then for seniors like me, it's $20. They call this their summer pool. It's 85 degrees, which to me is way too cold. But when it's a bright, sunny day, then this is nice and refreshing. And it was warm today, up to around 80, I think. So I waited until about 6 o'clock to come out. I didn't want to be in a hot pool in the midday sun. Now this one is just kind of like bath water. It says 100 to 102. And then over here is a very small pool, which it says it's called the Baby Ute Pool. Slightly warmer, and it has a waterfall. Nice. And this one they call Courtyard Pool is a very comfortable, little warmer than bath water, and that is the men's and women's shower rooms and restrooms. This little pool here is the highest elevation pool that they have, just big enough for 2 or 3 people. I'll show you the buildings. That is just looks like just a relaxing place there. This is the restroom shower building, and that's the office building. Nice setting they have here. This little pool is not very warm at all. And I see now there's another pool that is inside of that cover. I was just in this one, And I think that's definitely the hottest pool they have. Here's two more. It says it's the last pool, but not really. I think a square one. And this one is called the Sage Pool. Now this is the kind of hot pool I like the most. One that is built into the rocks like that. At least on that 3 sides of it is. And it's like a cave there. And the water inside there is really, really hot. A nice waterfall they got going here too. So this is my favorite pool. Now let's take a look at their museum. They have a lot of things on display here. A typical entertainment room. All sorts of little items here. Bank bag. Here's a few more things in another room. There's an iron stove. Well, there's not a whole lot inside the building here, but let's go outside. I wonder why this gazebo needs a bell. And they've got some log cabins out back here. This one is a one-room schoolhouse, which is locked up right now. Well, let's see if we can go to jail. Well, yes we can. A double cot. That's kind of small for 2 people. Well, they got room for 4. Here's some info on it. And this is a blacksmith shop, which is partly underground, with typical blacksmith equipment. A little more info on it. And let's take a look at this ranch house. Let's see if it's open. Yes, it is. And it's from the 1920s. Here's an old wooden clothes washer with a wringer. So it's a 2-room house with the bedroom and the kitchen. This old iron stove. Little dining table for 2 people. And that's about it. And we got their courthouse. Let's see what's in here. Well, it doesn't look like a courthouse to me. This must not be the original setup. There's the dates that was used. The desk of the person in charge of keeping records, I guess. Heating stove in the middle. And is this the judge? And I don't know if there's any significance to the deer on the wall. And then also they have a couple covered wagons. Here's more of a close-up. And there's a fire hose trailer. And this looks like some type of farm equipment. That's an unusual looking caboose way on the end there. Well, folks, hope you've enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below. Good day.